Hi friends, my name is James and I'm a Kidovator here at Kidovation. I am here today to introduce you to user research. Whether it's a design project or a school project, the first thing you need to do is research. But unlike the research you do for a school project, user research doesn't involve books or the internet. It involves people. They are the people who will use and buy your products and services. So it makes sense that we design things around what they like. User research helps you to gather that information and is an important way to help people make decisions. For example, it can help to create new designs, to change your existing ideas, or to find out if your product or service has been successful. There are many ways to do user research, but we are going to focus on the key skills for you to get started. You will need paper, pens or markers, and time to speak with family members or friends. We are going to focus on two main areas of user research: surveys and interviews. Surveys are very similar to tests you may do at school, but you, as the designer, get to create the questions you want other people to answer. It's usually in the form of a website or on paper, like a test. But unlike most of the tests you'll do at school, there are no wrong answers in a survey. So long as the person answering the survey tells the truth, they're right. Interviews are similar to survey in that they are question and answer based, but instead of being on paper, they're done in person or on a video call, so you can talk with someone directly. And there are no wrong answers for an interview too. So long as the person being interviewed tells the truth, they're also right. Both options have their good points and bad points. Surveys might be better for people who are shyer and prefer to write, but more outgoing people might prefer to talk about their answer. You can decide which option is best when you know who you're inviting to do your user research. Whether it's a survey or an interview, you need to start with creating your questions. The goal of user research is to find out what people think of your ideas. It's not just whether they like the idea or not. You want to understand how it makes them feel. These types of questions focus more on the emotional connection to your idea, and you often get more useful information this way. And that information can help you to refine your idea into something even better that makes people happier. Here are some example questions to get you started. What is your first impression? Do you understand how it works? Is there anything you really like? Is there anything you really dislike? Is there anything you think is missing? Does it remind you of anything else? You can add more questions to this, of course. Pause the video now and have a think about a few that you might like to add. Now that you have your questions, it's time to get some answers. If you are doing a survey, make sure you write out your questions clearly and leave plenty of space for answers, like you can see on the screen now. If you're doing an interview, write your questions down so you don't forget them. Next, you need to gather some people to be your participants. They are the people who will answer your questions and provide you with valuable information. When doing an interview, it's really useful to film it on a phone or tablet. This lets you capture all the answers, which you can look back at later. This also means you don't have to slow down the interview by writing down everything they say. You can easily watch the video later and pause it whenever you need more time to write. Super useful. You can also do this if you are chatting to someone on your video phone. Most smartphones let you record the screen, or you can point your phone at your computer. Just make sure you ask for permission first. Some people don't like being recorded without the consent, and it can be illegal. If you are doing a survey, allow your participant to fill it out in peace. Don't hover over their shoulder, as it might make them feel uncomfortable. But it is a good idea to at least be in the same room, so they can ask you a question if they are confused. Think of it like not looking at a friend's paper during a test. Make sure to thank everyone who has taken the time to answer your questions. Every single response will be useful in making your design better, and that's definitely worth a big thank you. So, now we have our user testing results. Well done! We're not done yet though, as these results don't mean very much unless we use them. We're now going to consider how you could use your results to improve a design that you've already created. You start by reading through all the surveys or interviews to understand the feedback. Doing this, you may start to notice similar answers. For example, the majority of people may feel like something is missing, If so, then it's time to start thinking about how that missing feature can be included. Or maybe a lot of people said that it reminds them too much about something else. Then you will need to start thinking about what makes your idea stand out. We find it's best to focus on the things that several people have commented on. It's not possible to please everyone, but it is important that we try and make the majority of people happy. After all, happy people become happy customers. We hope you enjoyed this activity. If you want to learn more about design thinking, please subscribe to our channel or have a look at the website, kidovation.org. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Keep on innovating.